So, my call to speak and why I ran from it. All right, so let's be honest. We all know I love a good conversation. I can talk for hours with anybody. But when people start telling me, or when people started telling me, I'm like, you should do a podcast. I'm like, you have radio voice. I feel like I would listen to you if you had a podcast. I would be interested in what you had to say. And when people come to me with that, I would be like, I would just smile and be like, yeah, you're right. Like maybe one day. But deep down, I had all these subconscious and conscious reasons as to why I didn't feel ready. And I'm not really sure that these reasons were actually valid, to be honest. One reason was fear of judgment, which I know. But let's be real. Sometimes we all have been guilty of caring a little bit too much about what people think. I thought, what if I say the wrong thing? What if people don't take me seriously? What if they laugh at me? What if I get in trouble? I don't know. But here's the thing, people are always going to talk regardless. Whether I do it or not, somebody will have an opinion. Whether I do, whether I know do, they go still talk the one way I do, they go talk the one way I know do, they go still say I did with that. I'll be in my house and drop like things will just come knocking on my door. I'm having to hear from other people things that I did that myself I didn't even know I did. So why not just do it? Indeed. Another reason is feeling underqualified. I've struggled with things like this and imposter syndrome throughout my life, and we'll definitely get into that in this podcast. But it was something that definitely held me back is this idea that I should be an expert whenever I'm doing something. Like, do I have enough to have a podcast, or do I know enough to have a podcast, or whatever it may be? But let's be real. Do people starting a business, writing books, or making YouTube videos have all the knowledge when they start? No, they just start and they grow along the way. And so I had to remind myself that you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be you. And there are some people who like me. I like me. I find myself interesting. I make myself laugh, which I don't know if it's normal or not, but I just needed to be me. And that's what I am right now. And then number three is the overthinking and the perfectionism. That's a big one for me. I've always had that issue. I am an overthinker. I felt like I needed the perfect mic, the perfect setup, the perfect brand, the perfect topics, the perfect. All of that is a trap. And I always say that perfection and can be, I don't know, it can be like a thief of your joy. I guess the saying is comparison is a thief of joy, but perfection can be too. Anyway, the point is done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. So here I am. I'm starting before I feel ready. Yay. So what finally made me say yes? Honestly, I don't even know. At some point, I had to ask myself, okay, what's the worst that could happen? The people who want to listen to me will listen. If I'm being real, I actually enjoy doing this, so why not? Like I'm feeling the flow right now. For those of you who are reading Designing My Life, like I'm feeling the flow right now, the inertia. But beyond that, I started thinking of how many people are waiting on me to say yes, who don't even know it yet. How many people may need to hear my story, my lesson, my struggles, especially being somebody who's worked in nonprofit space for so long. Like I understand the power of a voice and people needing it. So sometimes stepping into your calling isn't really about you. It's about the people who need you and need to hear what you have to say. So I stopped running. I took a deep breath, literally took a deep breath, and here we are. So what can you expect from this podcast? Hopefully I do it too. Hopefully I continue. Hopefully I continue. But what can we expect from this podcast? Now that I'm finally here and I'm not running anymore, I'll tell you what's coming. Real unfiltered conversations about business, growth, and life. In fact, editing, is not my strong suit. And I'm not about to pay an arm and a leg for somebody to edit these videos. You're gonna get them raw like they are. I might cut out things here and there. I'm not gonna do much. I'm literally just gonna turn on the mic, pick a topic, and go. And so, yeah, real and unfiltered. You are going to get behind the scenes on entrepreneurship or lessons on entrepreneurship, faith, and success. And I hope to have guest interviews one day with hot topics, a little fun, because we're not just here to work, we're here to live. Hello. So if you love honest conversations, a little humor, real talk about leveling up, this podcast is for you. Listen, If you've been running from something you know you should be doing, this is your sign to stop. No more excuses, no more overthinking. Just start. You never know who needs your voice, your story, and your gifts. So if you enjoyed watching this, please make sure you subscribe, leave a review. If it's a positive one, leave it in the comments. If it's constructive, send it upon my email, ama.anoa. You know, you'll be able to get my email. Give me a DM at I'malove23. If you love it, comment below. If you feel like you have some tips on how I can improve, let me know in my DMs. You can follow me on Instagram at I'malove23. You can find me on LinkedIn and follow me there. And let me know what's something you've been running from and that you're finally ready to step into. I really want to hear that. What are you running from? What are you running from? And what are you finally ready to step 10 toes into? All right, that's it for today. Thank you for rocking with me on this very first episode of Legacy and Lifestyle. I'll see you next time. Bye. I forgot my music, so I'm just gonna play it now. I'll see if there's a way to like play it over so I'll figure out a way to see if I can play it over. I don't know if all this is gonna make it, but hey. Holy Ghost. Hey, hey. Oh yeah, you're gonna get music and vibes on here too. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye for real this time.